Hello and welcome to another episode of All About Alameda. I am Ann McCarrigan with Golden Gate Sotheby's International Realty, and I'm very excited to be here with our returning guest, Jean Kahane. So before we get started, Jean, why don't you tell everybody a little bit about yourself?
Sure. I'm a longtime Alameda teacher, retired a number of years ago. Also worked at Booksync happily for many, many years. Had a great time there. Former poet laureate. And about a year and 3/4 now, not quite 2 years ago, I started a little theater company called the Food Bank Players that benefits the Alameda Food Bank.
That's why we are here today. But before we get started, I have an important question for the viewers. Is there anybody who doesn't love Jean Kahane?
Oh, stop.
I had to embarrass him. I had to, because I was thinking about this morning. I'm like, who doesn't love Jean? I mean, I don't think there's anybody who doesn't love Jean because you do so much. And this is a great deal. I mean, I know Jean from when my daughter was in high school and you were involved with the theater there.
Sure.
So in case no one has heard about the troupe, why don't you tell us about it and what the mission behind it?
Sure.
About the group is.
Yeah. So when I was teaching at SNL years ago, I would, after the end of our plays, if we had funds left over, make a donation to the food bank. And then when I was retired looking for something to do, I was actually literally riding my bicycle down Webster Street, saw this very stage near where we're sitting, and thought I could do plays here. And I thought, why don't I just do plays that go directly to and supports the Alameda Food Bank? So I founded the Food Bank Players. We've done 4 plays so far, and we've raised $14,000,
Oh
which is
my
an incredible
gosh,
thing.
that's amazing.
Yeah, the people who have been coming to the shows or even just hearing about the shows have been hugely generous. I have a great group of actors. We sort of grow with each show. We've done 4 performances. We have a show coming up. And people make donations either in person at the end of the show, or they also go to our website, foodbankplayers.org, and make donations there.
That's so great. So what's our treat for this season?
Well, we have actually 2 plays coming up. One we're about to open and one that I'm in this planning stages for.
Okay.
The one we're about to open, we're doing a Midsummer Night's Dream.
Love that. One of my favorites.
We have kind of retitled it. The director, Bob Payne, has retitled it as calling it a double feature. The lamentable comedy and death of Pyramus and Thisbe and Midsummer Night's Dream. But it's Midsummer Night's Dream, Pyramus and Thisbe being the play within the play. It's wonderful. The cast is incredible. We're doing something unusual with the play, which I'm really excited about. We are opening here again in the Healing Garden the first weekend in May. And then the 3 weekends after, we are traveling to the parks across Alameda. We'll be going to Franklin Park, Lincoln Park, and Tillman Park, performing outdoors.
I love that. So that's great. So that's our own theater in the park. I love that. And so in case you don't know where the Healing Garden is, it's on Webster Street between Taylor and Santa Clara.
Officially 1435 Webster Street.
1435, and it's often referred to as...
It's sometimes called the Alfresco Dining Park.
Very good.
As well.
Yeah, so, and it's a great location. So, and what time are the shows?
So again, all the details are on the website or on our Instagram page, Food Bank Players, the Food Bank Players. But we're doing Friday, Saturday evening shows at 6 p.m., Sunday matinees at 2 p.m. And again, these will be the first 4, actually all 4 weekends in the month of May.
Oh, that's great. I'm excited. I can't wait to see it. It really is one of my favorites. I'm going to brag a little. I got a chance to see, back in the day when you had great field trips at schools.
Sure.
I was able to see Midsummer Night's Dream in San Francisco, put on by the London Shakespeare Travel
that's
Troupe.
very
Yeah,
cool.
so very spoiled. But I know you guys will totally outshine them.
Well, can I share a little special thing about my connection to the
yes.
show? So I'm not directing the play, I'm producing the play, but I also had the great chance in this case here to play a part of the play.
Oh, yay!
Which is the very same part that my son played years ago when I did Midsummer. We both were Nick Bottom the Weaver. We were both turned into, or I will soon be turned into, a jackass. shall we say, or a donkey, perhaps.
Oh, well, I know who could be the back end. Typecasting.
Absolutely.
Anyway, so that's good. But there is one other thing I wanted to bring up, because we talked about this the last time I met, is that I love that all of the proceeds people give, all of that money goes to the food bank. But it does cost money to put these shows on. You know, there are sets, there's costumes, etc. And so you had mentioned there's an ability now to become a sponsor. So I wanted to do that, and I couldn't quite figure it out. So Jean's going to walk me through it.
Great, okay. Yeah, it's an amazing thing. We have recently become what's called the sponsored project of the West End Arts District. Tara Pilbrow, who was our very first sponsor and supporter, runs that organization, and now we are kind of under her umbrella, which allows people to make donations to the Food Bank Players through the West End Arts District for tax deductions. That can be done in a variety of ways. You can reach out to me personally, either on our Instagram page or at jeankahane@gmail.com. I'll happily meet with you, buy you coffee, and take a picture and put you on our Instagram page and say thank you, thank you. You could also go to the website, and there's information there as well.
Oh, okay, great. Okay, good. So, so thank you again for meeting with us. It's always great to meet with you, and I'm looking forward to the next show. So, you know, always looking forward.
And just down the road, we're looking to do Romeo and Juliet in September here in the Healing Garden as well.
How
so
wonderful!
A little comedy, then a little less comedy.
Yes, it's such an amazing play. I mean, it's fabulous. Really, and so, okay, well, Jean, once again, thank you so much for taking time.
My pleasure.
I highly recommend you find some time, a location that is great. You know, a great time to take the family. Great show to introduce younger people to theater as well, because it is very fun, it's very whimsical. So hopefully you'll be able to make it. All of the information for the website will be in the information box below the video, so please check that out. And if you or someone you know has a new business or some great event going on in the community, let us know. We'd love to highlight you as well. But until then, hope you're having a great day, and see you at the next All About Alameda.